I used to think saving money on groceries meant buying less food. But surprisingly, changing a few small habits has saved me more money than obsessing over a strict budget. Today, I'm sharing the 3 simple swaps I've made to my grocery routine that still allow me to enjoy the foods I love and actually bring me more joy. And the third one is honestly the easiest thing I've changed, but it might be the one that saves me the most money. Let's get into it. About a year ago, I decided to invest into the best kitchen skill I have ever learned. It all started when I realized that if I wanted to eat high-quality bread, I would have to shell out almost $12 for a single loaf of sourdough bread. I couldn't justify spending almost $50 a month just on bread, nor did I want to compromise on the quality of my food by eating store-bought bread with questionable ingredients. So I learned how to make it myself. It took about a week to make the sourdough starter from scratch, and from then it was a matter of learning how to use it to make fresh bread. It took a lot of practice and trial and error, but just a few months later I have consistently made bakery-style loaves at home. I also save a ton of money by buying bread flour in bulk from my local co-op, so each loaf I make costs less than $2. And I make a double batch every time and freeze the slices so that it lasts for weeks and is convenient to just pop in the toaster. The best part is that learning how to make my own bread has opened up avenues for me to recreate similar foods such as bagels and tortillas. And during the busier periods of my life, I lean on easier options such as sourdough focaccia, which is almost entirely hands-off and tastes just as good, if not better, than a sourdough loaf. Homemade bread gave me a great foundation, so I started looking for other ways to replace store-bought foods with homemade versions. There is one thing that I noticed was adding up quickly and didn't seem to be worth the cost. This is when I learned that most store-bought sauces can be made at home using combinations of seasonings mixed with base condiments such as soy sauce, ketchup, mayo, or mustard. Ranch, for example, I make by mixing together vegan mayo with some onion powder, dried dill, and thinning it out with water or plant-based yogurt or milk. And most Asian sauces are just a combination of soy sauce, sweeteners, vinegars, and garlic and ginger, which are all pantry staples. Outside of this, the only other thing I would recommend having is this yondu sauce, which adds a restaurant-like umami flavor. I've found it to be much less wasteful to just make the sauce for the specific recipe instead of stocking up on different sauces that take up unnecessary room in my fridge and expire before I even finish the bottle. Alongside homemade sauces, there is an easy way to elevate the taste and quality of homemade meals, but it's one of the most commonly wasted produce items. So without the proper storage technique, it can add up quickly in terms of food costs. This is why I started designating a single box for all of my fresh herbs and learned the right way to store them. In the past, I used to just throw the herbs in the vegetable crisper drawer only to find them totally dried out and wilted within a couple of days. I couldn't continue throwing away money like this, so I committed to doing this simple routine every time I get home from the grocery store. It takes just 5 minutes to thoroughly wash my herbs and dry them, and I store them wrapped in a damp paper towel in a glass container. This habit alone has cut down my food waste, in turn saving me hundreds of dollars every year. Plus, all the herbs are in one place, so I'm always aware of my inventory and more likely to use them up. And if you're looking for more similar tips on how to save money on groceries, check out this other video where I talk about some additional strategies that save me a ton of money on groceries and reduce my food waste. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.